So now let's talk about the hypotheses. There are two different sets of hypotheses for goodness of fit. The first group is if I'm saying all my proportions are the same. It's kind of like if I said I want to know favorite ice cream flavor, and I had strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate, and I would assume my observed numbers would all fit the expected numbers so that the flavors are liked equally as much. So our null is the proportion of all the categories are the same. I could also write it as the proportion of the expected values fit the proportion of the observed values. These are the exact same. That's what that means. There's no difference. Now for the alternative, there's two choices on how to write it, and it really goes back to based on how you wrote your null. So the first one is the proportion of all the categories are not the same. The second way to write the alternative is that the proportion of the expected values don't fit the proportion of the observed values. You can choose either way you want to write it. When you look at it on the test or the homework, make sure you pick the correct one that we're looking at. Now, if your proportions are different, say like you think that half the people you survey will like chocolate over vanilla and strawberry, you need to account for those differences. So in the null, you can either write out the category and the given proportion, or you can say the proportions of the expected value fit the given proportions of the observed values. For the alternative, it's kind of easy. There's only one that you can write when there's different proportions. The proportions of the expected values did not fit the proportions of the observed values. So just know if the proportions are the same, you write it with the first sets of null and alternative we looked at. If they're different, you write them with the ones we just discussed.